Hi everyone, I am on the tour bus with Mr. Burton Decibel from Fear Factory.
Hi everybody.
It was a year and a half ago that we did an interview, or you did an interview, we did the interview.
Was it in Bristol?
Yeah, it was on, yeah, it was. That's exactly where it was.
It was a snowy day in Bristol. It was before Christmas. I remember we were walking around Bristol that day, and we went into the Bristol Cathedral, and the choir was rehearsing their Christmas pageant, and I recorded it on a little video I had.
That was wicked.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And we spoke about inspiration, sort of putting some context of like how we know each other and that, and it got good response. But I thought we should do one in video format.
Yeah.
But you've just been pushing the new album, The Industrialist, which is about an automaton. Is that
an automaton that has become sentient?
Yes.
Through experience and accumulating memories.
So it's a concept album. It's got a full story.
Full story. There's this first first concept album we've written since 1998, the Obsolete record. It's the first story I've written since then that I actually released.
Yeah.
I did write something for Digimortal, but I never put it out. I wasn't happy with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Can you jazz it up and be happy with it and then put it out, or is it something that it's done and...
I have the writings of it, but it's just, you know what it was?
What?
It was just, it was a little too close to the Matrix.
Was it?
Yeah, and so I was like, yeah.
It was a cool concept. It was about digital mortality.
Mortality.
You could download your memories onto
chips or into technology.
Does that become you?
Yeah, and that's what Ray Kurzweil talks about these days.
Yes.
In his book, The Singularity. And
yeah.
If you haven't seen a documentary about Ray Kurzweil called The Transcendent Man, I suggest you see it.
Wicked. Well, I was going to do a video in the next couple of weeks about existence, just some ideas that came to mind, but I thought, based on the concept, especially of the Industrialist as well, about, gaining memories and having the will, developing the will to live, and therefore take control of your own life. I just thought we should have this conversation.
Well, it's a very human quality.
Yeah.
Survival.
No, exactly.
Well, is it human or is it primal? Because even animals have the urge to survive.
Yes.
So is it human? Is it Earth-like? Is it primal?
How would you define existence? Like what is existence to you?
Existence? Well, that's a good question. Existence is living a life.
Yeah. And to be conscious of it.
Consciously living a life. That's good. Does a rock exist?
Yeah.
It's there, but is a rock conscious?
Well, it exists because we're aware it exists. So that's the consciousness. So it's our consciousness.
But does a rock have consciousness?
No.
Do we know that?
Oh, yes. I don't really speak to many rocks. Have you spoken to a rock?
No, but we're comprised of the same material.
Yeah. We're all from the same...
We all have the same energy flowing through us.
That's very true.
We all have the same atoms and electrons, flying through our bodies at the same moment as they do.
Definitely.
So, my guess is that rocks don't have consciousness.
Yeah.
If it is, it's on a very low density level.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But machines. The question is, can a machine be conscious? If a machine, they call it artificial.
This is what I was going to ask you about. Because you brought this up before, and it was.
They call it artificial intelligence. But is it artificial when a machine thinks for itself? That's not artificial.
Well, the question becomes about free will and whether we have it. And the argument is we don't have it. It's just there are so many variables that we process. We assume it's free will, but actually
we're taught free will.
Yeah, and so
as human beings, we're taught free will. So we in turn program machines' free will.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. As machines become more complicated and they have more information, there will become a point where it's so complicated that we're not aware of the calculations it's making, and thus will therefore label it as free will. Free will, I think, is when you can't add a value to the amount of information being calculated, because technically all humans do is predictable if we had the technology to calculate it. But because we don't, we probably call it free will.
Yeah.
Cool. The weird thing I have about existence is I've always explained it like as if I had a mask and looking out through my eyes, like on this world, like I exist right now. I can only be sure of my own existence. Everyone else, I'm sure, exists, but I'm only looking out of my eyes, and it's why is it I exist today? And the example I give to explain it, which sounds a bit weird and wrong, you shouldn't think about your parents having sex.
Oh God.
But the point is this, right?
I've seen it. We've all walked in on our parents.
Is this true?
Oh please. I've walked in on
Let's
my
keep this
parents.
highbrow, Bert. Let's keep that highbrow. Let's get a highbrow conversation.
All right, okay. Well, you brought it up.
yeah, I know, right? It was only going to go this way. My point was this: I was born into this world when I was. If my parents hadn't have conceived me when they did, and had sex a week later and conceived a child, would I have become that child? And the answer, well, we don't know, but I'm assuming not. So my question then, what combination of consciousness has made it so I'm aware in this world?
Either way, it's going to be you.
You think so, though? Oh, but,
yeah.
So another example is teleportation.
Well, no. Think about this. Okay, yeah, your parents had. If your parents had conceived a week later instead of the week that you got conceived, would have been you. Yes, it would have been you because you came from the product that comes from your parents.
Yes.
Was one entity, and no matter what it is, it's still you.
Yeah, but
no matter where you are, no matter where you go, there you are.
But I guess I think of consciousness as like the spark, like it's the soul. It's more than what's physically there. So like consciousness is just the collection of information communicating with itself. And so the reason I brought up teleportation, that they say teleportation's possible.
It's possible.
But what it does, it doesn't move you.
Kaku.
It destroys you. Yeah, we talked about this last night. It destroys you and then rebuilds you. But if it's rebuilding you at the other side, with all the brain cells and
building
that,
up your atoms and cells,
will you consciously shift the other side, or will it be someone else who is then going, "Oh, I am me"?
Well, the question should be, can the soul be transferred? Can consciousness be transferred? Is there a validity to consciousness, like atoms?
Yes.
Or is it just an energy?
That's it, right? So what's the difference? Is the soul and consciousness separate for you, or?
Consciousness to me is the soul.
Yeah, because that's what I think.
Because to me, that's what drives this organic machine that we live in.
Yes.
This here is a vessel.
Yeah.
Eyes, nose, mouth, hair.
Yeah.
Arms. It's just a vessel.
Yeah.
Whatever is driving this vessel is something beyond organism. It's beyond organic. It is an energy field that has not been calculated. People call it a soul. Whatever it is, it's an energy. It's a consciousness. And it's that energy that creates a consciousness that makes us, yes, I am, I am because I am, therefore I am.
Yes.
There is no reasoning to it.
No.
Will there be reasoning to it? Who knows? We were, as soon as you were born, you were there already. You already started creating memories.
Yes.
It was an energy there, right then and there.
But I'm wondering if, again, it's going back. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if anyone watching the video will explain. But looking out of my eyes from this first-person perspective, would I be doing that from this? If it was a week later, but I don't think it would be. I think it would be. It wouldn't be. I wouldn't be feeling like. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's very existential. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's who knows? I mean, what is the energy that drives the heart? It's an electrical impulse.
Yeah.
Our bodies are made of it's an electrical impulse that creates our brain synapses.
Yeah.
It drives our heart to beat.
Yes.
Electrical impulses that moves our muscles. It's whatever it is. It's an energy that's flowing throughout the entire universe.
Yes.
Electrical. To go on to another tangent, there is a theory that the universe is a plasma universe.
Right.
It's not dead space, it's plasma.
Yeah.
It's all electricity, like a liquid.
Yeah.
Which might be part of the dark matter theory, but it's all, I won't say liquid, but there's a matter there that is sustaining life in this universe.
Yeah.
Keeping it a congealed piece,
yeah,
moving together. Whatever it is, there's energy moving through it right now, through me, through you, this very second, through you, and there's a consciousness part of it.
Yeah.
And it can't be explained.
And I think it makes it interesting, it's a bit of a tangent, is, when it comes to philosophy and religion, is a lot. I remember the chaplain of my secondary school making a speech about how atheists, I'm not an atheist, I'm agnostic, but the fact that atheists can't have morality because there's no consequence in the afterlife and there's no reasoning to do good. But my argument is, well, there is, because people who do science say we are all one because we are from the same universe, and it comes down to empathy. Treat others as you'd like to be treated. It's in all religions and that, and it's because we are all the same. We're from the same. We're made of the same stuff.
We're all made of star stuff, as Carl Sagan said.
That's it. Yeah.
We're all made of star stuff. The same thing that comprises the sun comprises your fingernail.
Yeah.
The theory of atheists will not gonna have an afterlife.
Yeah.
Well, no one really is gonna have an afterlife because yes, when this vessel dies or it ceases to exist, the energy is going to continue somewhere else.
Yeah.
Physical science proves that energy is constant.
Yeah.
This energy that drives this consciousness is not just going to disappear. It's going somewhere. It's going into the ether of the universe.
Yeah.
Maybe there's what religion talks about, I don't believe in.
Right.
But the main thought, the main theory of it, there's something true about it.
Right.
It's not a heaven.
Well,
it's not an afterlife. It's just a different continuation of life.
Right. Well, the example I always give, or the point I make, is, when you go into a heavy sleep, a split second you wake up.
Yes.
My point is that if there is anything that happens after you die, you will know in a split second, because if it's 10,000 years or 50,000 years or a year that you wake up somewhere else or conscious somewhere else, it will happen in a split second. And if nothing happens, technically you'll know in a split second. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think there's anything to be scared of.
No,
you'll know in that millisecond.
I'm not afraid of death.
No.
I mean, why should be? It's the one.
Because life's so wonderful.
Well,
don't want to leave it now.
It's the one thing that is inevitable.
Yeah.
And certain. Yeah. In life that everyone is going to experience.
I know. And no one knows where it goes.
No one knows where it goes.
Yeah.
There's no proof of anything beyond death. There's only theory.
Yeah.
But I like my theory.
Yeah, no, I do too. It's cool. Well, it's cool chatting about this. I just like having these deep chats. I just wanted to do it on video and share it.
Well, I don't know where. Well, that was a good tangent.
Yeah. Hey, it's what it's about when you have conversations. And Burton, it's a pleasure as always.
Myles, I'm glad you were with us.
December, right? You're back. Do you know what date it starts? I know it was.
Well, the tour starts in November.
Right.
We're co-headlining with Devin Townsend Project.
Yeah.
It's mostly in Europe in November, but we hit the UK.
Yeah.
In December.
There's 4 or 5 dates.
A few.
Yeah. Anyone who's free in December, check out Fear Factory stuff and come on tour, because it's music with meaning and it's a good fun.
Right on. That's good. I like that, music with meaning.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
I like it.
And you yourself aren't primarily a metal fan yourself, which I think always surprises people. I mean, obviously you are into it because you wouldn't do it otherwise.
There's some metal bands I like, but I'm not primarily a metal fan.
And
I enjoy the festivals.
Of course. And I was into 80s pop music, Duran, all that, and then I heard...
Who wasn't?
Digimortal. Well, there you go, yeah. And...
there might be a few of you out there. You don't know what you're missing.
No, definitely. But, yeah. No, thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Wicked. Adios till next time. Can you say that?
Adios until next time.
Thank you. Cheers, Bert. Brilliant.
Brilliant.